Bonjour, I am Sebastien Canonne, co-founder of the French Pastry School in Chicago, and we're going to do a piped bourbon vanilla Viennese sablé cookie and a fleur de sel mixed nut meringue.
Sablé cookies are a classic French cookie that result in a sweet, light biscuit. This recipe combines the nutty flavors of bourbon, vanilla, and almonds for a cookie that is softer and more tender than most butter cookies. Take 3/4 cup of softened, unsalted butter and place in a bowl, mixing it with a dash of sea salt. Use a paring knife to cut through a bourbon-soaked vanilla bean. Scrape both sides of the bean and put the vanilla into the bowl, mixing all the ingredients thoroughly. Time now to add the dry ingredients to the butter. Start by adding in the sifted powdered sugar in small amounts until it is mixed together. We like to use a Thermohauser silicone spatula. This spatula is versatile enough for simple scraping and can be used at high temperatures due to its silicone top and heat-resistant handle. Next, add in just a little bit of the fresh egg whites again, mixing it into the dough. Alternate adding in your egg whites and the pastry flour until it is all incorporated and stirred together well. Next, we are going to pipe the dough onto a baking sheet. We like to use a reusable piping bag. These durable bags work well with a cookie dough, chocolate cream, or fudge. They can be used for all purposes, and in this case are preferred over disposable bags. Using a scraper, lift the dough from the bowl and fill the piping bag. Then work the dough down to the bottom of the bag. With parchment paper placed on your baking sheet, pipe the cookies with a star tip, using a fluid motion and moving the batter to the end as needed. The small scraper makes the perfect tool for pushing the contents down into the bag and ensuring nothing goes to waste. Decorate cookies with regular whole almonds with skin and not salted or roasted. Place each one carefully onto the small edge of the cookie dough, creating a seashell shape. You can also soak your almonds in water before placing them on the petit four to give them a shine. Place them in a convection oven to bake with the vent open for 12 to 15 minutes. Using oven mitts, take the hot baking sheet from the convection oven and let the cookies cool. You can then place these petit fours in a pretty basket for display or store in an airtight container. Meringues are unlike any other cookie. Their light and airy consistency, made up of stiffly beaten egg whites and sugar, can complement a wide variety of flavors. In this recipe, we pair our meringue with hazelnut powder, sea salt, and mixed nuts. The first step to making this cookie involves putting all the ingredients in a stand mixer. Begin by whipping the egg whites with the egg white powder on high speed. Add in the cream of tartar along with the fleur de sel, or sea salt. Let that all mix together and then begin adding in the sugar, gradually about 1/4 of the sugar at a time. Increase the speed of the mixer and add in the last remaining sugar. This makes a light, fluffy meringue that you can then scoop out into another bowl using a long-handed spatula. Lastly, slowly add in a mixture of powdered sugar and hazelnut powder, about 1/3 of the mixture at a time. Gently fold it into the meringue until it is mixed well. Prepare a disposable piping bag with a round tip. Thermohauser has a handy cutting tool to both snip the end of the bag to accommodate the stainless steel round tip and to later help move the meringue to the edge of the piping bag. Prepare a baking sheet by covering it with parchment paper and then use a scraper to transfer the meringue to the piping bag. A helpful tip is to take just a dab of the meringue and place it under each corner of the parchment paper and stick it down. This keeps the paper from slipping when you begin to pipe the cookies. Pipe the cookies in a line onto the parchment. Form each cookie by piping a small ball and ending each one with a slight twist to form a peak at the top. Sprinkle the top of each cookie with crushed hazelnuts, pine nuts, and sliced almonds. Finally, powder the meringue with powdered sugar and then wait 5 minutes to do a second coating before putting them in the convection oven. Bake with the vent open for 45 minutes. When they're done, remove them from the oven and let them cool before transferring the cookies to your choice of serving platter or basket. Then enjoy.